wonderful world. So I was in the ocean and I felt something slide across my leg. And I'm like, woman, what do you do? Oh, hi there. How are you? Welcome to Mid-Dice Crisis, vacation edition? For me, anyway. As you can see, there is no snowy city behind me. There's some boards. Yeah, I am not in location of my home, but I am all the way on the complete Pacific coast side, and the ocean is just over that hill, and it is glorious. So I've been laying in the sun all day and just thinking about what to do to you guys.
He's wearing a full three-piece.
Right.
While doing
what
it.
to do
Full
to
three-piece.
us.
I have one quick little announcement, kind of a
Sure.
kind of a bit of a warning. Let folks know what's going on.
Yeah.
The 21st, I'm sorry, the 28th, August 28th and September 4th, there will be no Mid-Dice Crisis uploads.
Nope. We have been canceled.
We
No, just kidding.
we record and then we post the next week. Justin will be on a trip on the 21st. I will be in Seattle at Everfree Northwest doing something that hopefully next week I'll actually be able to talk about.
We're excited for you.
I'll be there.
I mean, it's even better if you can't talk about it, honestly. Lynn's
I
mystery.
love a secret.
Go to Everfree Northwest. Look up Everfree Northwest. Yes, it's a pony convention. Yes, it's super
Pony
fun.
party.
Get over yourselves.
Rusty goes to pony parties, but
Different
Pony
type.
party is different than a pony convention, Rusty.
Yes.
We're taking a 2-week little vacation
Sabbatical, as it were.
before everyone starts to go back to school and so on. We're going to enjoy a little bit of our summer.
So
Little bit.
our
summer having
last,
only just started here.
Kinda, yeah, it's Washington.
our last show before the break will be on the 21st. And then we will skip the 28th and the 4th, and we'll be back in force on September 11th.
That's not a good way to say that.
But,
Is it just me? No. Okay.
What? We're just going to take over your airwaves. Too soon.
Oh.
but
Recap.
then the wing
Justin.
stars arrive.
Justin, just jump in and do the recap.
Somebody stop us.
Boy, that went down
So-
in flames.
So when
You
we
can send your
last
hate mail
left us-
directly to
middicecrisis@gmail.com, or just comment under the video.
It's all you, Justin. Take it away.
tell him.
Thanks, buddy. I don't know why I've been friends with you for so long.
I warmed up the crowd for you.
Yeah. Anyway, so when we last left these idiots, They were scouring the city for different things. We got llamas. We got a burning portion of the city thanks to Rusty. We've got health potions. We've got a downed llama due to being drugged. We've got Scrack is missing because he went into his favorite Scrack burger joint and was not seen from again. We had the Thieves Guild give a possible, alliance, possibly an uprising, offer to Torsten and Haskar. And Rusty is still on shrooms, but not as much. And Riona's not as drunk. Max is missing. There's a lot of gems involved. Let's see. Paula is a bitch. And
They already knew that.
yeah, but now you're starting to see evidence of, well, let's just say not everybody's as nice as they once seemed. And did you have something you want to add?
Demon priest in a church.
That's what it was. Knew I was gonna forget him.
Skinwalker.
Yep, there is one of those old-timey skinwalkers.
What bugs the heck out of me that I should have just been like checking every single person with my demon sense, but I got lazy and just did reading on portals.
And that's what I love about you. So, with that being said, we'll pick it up with Rusty and Riona.
Riona, does this new Scrack burger taste funny to you?
Just like slap it. No,
Was that
so
a
I just got.
I hope it doesn't taste like owl bear. It's
Please don't. I don't want to be traumatized this early. I'm already being traumatized with the fact that Max yelled at me, I told you to run from that stupid dragon necklace that I found at the bottom of the jar.
He did not yell at you.
Okay. Whispered yelled at me. Whisper yelled. Got it.
Stage yelled. Stage whisper.
Yeah, which I just reply, I'm not listening to you anymore. You should have known that by now. Rusty, we need to talk. Can you
I am
focus?
at your disposal.
How many fingers am I holding up?
I can't see but the other hand, so
How many fingers am I holding up? Look, I need to go find out about Hall & Oates. Something's tickling at the back of my brain, and I need to go find them. You need to go to the house and get Hasgar and Torsten and meet me at the front gate. Do you think you can do that? Because I can't sneak very well with you up inside of my shirt.
Sure. I can do that.
I kneel down and I hug him. And I whisper, Rusty, please don't let me down and meet me at the front gate.
Have I ever let you down before?
No, I'm the one who's letting people down, and I've put that
First
on
time
everybody
for
else.
everything.
I kiss his cheek, I stand, and I go. I'm putting the necklace on. I took the diamonds. He has all the pretty other shiny rocks. The sapphires, the rubies, opal, pearl. I have all the diamonds.
And I hope you got the count of all that last week because, again, vacation, forgot my notes.
Are you
So-
asking if the note taker took notes?
Yes.
Yes, I got 2 small, 3 big diamonds. You never told me the worth of them, but I have them.
Yeah. The big ones are worth 500 each. So they're good
Okay, and
enough
then
to.
Yeah.
The small ones are more 200, 250 range.
Okay. I got it down. I'm heading to the big place. He's going that way, and I'm casting Pass Without a Trace on myself.
Okay, so you're on stealth.
Yes, like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be a ranger.
I too would
And I'm
like
gonna
to cast
scout.
Pass Without a Trace on myself.
Nice. Give me stealthy rolls.
We can do this, Rusty.
Oh. That's a 12 plus 10. So
30,
22.
32. Mine's 32.
Yeah. So as you leave Max's going in your opposite directions, you knew one pass without a trace would not work for the both of you. So
'Cause we'd be too far apart.
We're going in opposite
exactly.
directions, so
So as you are going, Riona, you are going to the main structure in the city and the city hall, as it were. And Rusty, are you going where you
to
were
the
told
main
to go?
structure in the center, to the city hall as well.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Rusty. Even though I have a 32, you're not following me at least.
All right. So, Riona, what's your passive perception?
20.
Okay.
Oh.
Barely not noticed by Riona. You wait for a few seconds. You see her take off in that direction, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm going there too." So there you go. While you guys are stealthing through the streets, I'm going to go with Torsten and Haskar. Haskar played me. Sorry, Brian. What are we doing, bud?
Where did we leave off?
Oh, you were going to go back to the house to see if you could find anybody
Yeah,
because you had that buggy sense.
yeah, and I feel like if I'm going to talk to anybody about it, I'm going to need to talk to Rusty and Riona about it.
All right.
So I started heading back towards the house to see if I can find anybody.
Does he notice a large plume of smoke over the marketplace?
Where they are in relation, it might be visible if you wanted to make a perception roll.
The 15.
15. Yeah, you can see a way off in the distance across the city where you haven't really tread. There's a dark plume of smoke.
Wonder if something's on fire. I'll check it out after I.
As you see a llama with its butt hair burned clean off, running past you, screaming in llama.
Hall?
He
Or was
doesn't
that
stop.
Oats?
Well, by the packs and the vials and bottles, yeah, it was definitely
Oh.
Hall. I don't know, man. I
Not the
don't know.
weirdest thing I've seen in this city.
No. I definitely haven't drank enough.
Well, let's get back to the house. You can have a few drinks and I can try to talk to Riona, get her to focus or something. I don't know.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe Rusty can help me out.
Does
She
he
seems
ever?
still like him.
She likes weird stuff.
And he's weird. No accounting that. But he's good people.
Do you guys know a Rusty that I don't?
I
It's
know
the
a
same
Rusty.
Rusty I know.
Same the same Rusty I've been working with for years. It's the same Rusty. He just is a little colder now. It's a little flashier.
Yeah, like a little firecracker. Anyway, to the house. Kind of. You think if I grab the ball?
No,
See, no,
no,
because
no,
I mean,
no. Oh wait. No.
Good. Oh. All right. You're probably right. You're probably right.
You're right.
So I should grab it.
No.
Oh. All right. So you head that way.
Yep. Just easing on down
Is
the
there-
road.
Is there anything you wanted to do between here and there?
Just kind of keeping a lookout to see. I mean, because there's no guarantee that Rusty and Riona are at the house, so I'm just kind of keeping a tall lookout.
Okay. So with a 15, you noticed a dark plume of smoke. You do see some worried faces in the crowds. People are going about their business. The ones who notice, they kind of look and talk to each other and dismiss things, but there's that feeling of apprehension.
I mean, do you think we should go and check out the fire? Make sure everything's okay?
I'm sure it's nothing.
Okay. Well, I'll take a page out of Riona's book. I can't save everybody, so it's
All right. So as you guys head that way with no stops to speak of, let's peek in on Scrack. Scrack, you have a wobbly, almost wet sand feeling in your head. If you move your head to one side, it shifts and collides with your skull. You try to reverse it, and it shifts and slides again. You are not feeling that great. You're a little nauseous.
I open my eyes. What do I see?
As you open your eyes, it takes a minute. With your owl eyesight, you are in darkness. There is slight dim light, a bluish hue across the floor. And at first you're not sure if it's stone or if it's cobblestone or if it's dirt. You're on something solid. And as you try to stand, you hear the chains go taut across your neck and back. It is keeping you on the ground.
So I can't stand up.
You cannot stand up. Your forelegs and back legs are shackled.
So am I like spread eagle on the ground or something?
Basically, you are a scrack rug.
Have you been kids cracked?
Yes, apparently.
As you screech out, you can hear your echo across the cavern. And as you blink, things begin to stop moving around so much, and you begin focusing at first a little bit on the ground itself, and then to the shapes that are beyond.
All right. Well, I'm going to pull on my chains.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
I will give you a strength check. 13.
13 does not do it.
Yeah, we wouldn't think so.
You pull and it just knocks you back down. You're still feeling woozy. The amount of seafood in your gut, normally a welcome feeling, not so much this time.
Right. So I lost all control. Thanks so much. Basically, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
You're a bad person.
I'm terrible.
Trapped and poisoned.
Would you like to make a investigation or perception roll?
Yes, I want to see what I can. Is there any light at all in this chamber?
There is. It's a dim blue light, but it's constantly moving, and it is coming from behind you.
All right. Can I turn my head to try to see the source of the light?
It is directly behind you. You can't really make out too much. You see what look like maybe some columns on either side of you. And this is about 30, 40 feet behind you. But between there is a shimmering, lit from within piece of ice. It looks like there might be a large structure holding that ice in place. But right now, with the way you are perceiving things, it's still a little wobbly.
Does this feel underground?
Very much underground, yes.
All right. And how much slack is in these chains? Can I bring a hand to my face, or bring a paw to my face?
There's only a few links in each of the chain. So you are pretty much in the prone. There's a little movement, a little give here and there, but nothing that would allow you to easily break free. It is put there in place.
Start trying to scratch the ground, where I can.
You get a couple of inches in. Some of the hard impacted earth is frozen, but just a few inches in, you start hitting stone, and you hear that familiar scrape. I'll say it gives you a little bit more wiggle room. Would you like to make a perception roll?
Yes.
Okay, go for it. With your usual advantage.
Yeah. Well, 16 is the best I can do.
16. Once your eyes focus, you realize your right eye was not quite front with the left eye, and you kind of blink a few times, your big owlbear eyes. And as you focus, you do see forms scattered throughout the cavern in front of you, almost in a U formation. There's 12 darkened figures. Some of them are humanoid, some of them are insectoid.
Are they alive?
They're not moving.
They're not moving. Are they in attitudes suggesting that they might be alive? Or are they like corpse laying on the ground? Or
they are not corpses. Like, they are
sleeping or sitting.
They are upright.
Oh, okay.
On their feet.
All right.
Some are closer to others. Some are spread out. You do see that one has their arms in a T pose. One hand is stretched and racked out like it's in pain, but the other hand clenches a sword.
All right. Okay, I'm going to drop into a rage.
Okay.
And will you let me, in a rage, I get advantage on strength checks. So
absolutely.
Can I test my chains again?
Yes, you can.
All right. Oh my God.
Even with advantage?
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
It's rough.
It's a 7.
You're not uncomfortable
I'm not,
aside from the queasiness.
All right. So I drop out of my rage because nothing's hitting me and I'm not hitting anybody.
Right.
And that kind of takes the spirit out of me.
Oh, buddy.
Feeling kind of depressed now. Feeling like
Fast
I was right. I was right. This place sucks. all
Fast
y'all,
food does it.
all y'all were
hold on to
like,
that.
Oh, this doesn't suck. This is great. And I was like, I don't trust this fucking place. And I was right.
Let that anger fester, and you can
Uh-huh,
try
it-
again in a little bit.
It is festering. It is festering. You're all
So-
very bad
That
people.
that's just the fast food that's festering.
No,
Yeah.
you're all just terrible people. All right. I'm gonna now I'm just gonna sit here quietly.
Okay.
I've
As you sit there,
failed to improve my situation. So the only thing that I think can improve my situation is if somebody comes to interact with me, and maybe I can eat them.
there you go. So as you are laying there, you do notice that the figures, they only appear every once in a while to move, but it's because of the flickering of the blue light behind you.
I got you.
It's almost that shimmer on a really sunny day with the reflection of the pool water, or if you're under the ocean, that shimmering.
Okay.
But there's no sound aside from the chains you're breathing, and that's it.
Fucking sucks.
It
Yeah.
does, buddy.
Yeah,
does.
I'm feeling despondent. The fact that I couldn't do anything to my chains is, I don't take weakness well.
Riona,
Little
Where
tear
you at?
falls for Scrack.
Mm.
I'm heading towards the stables. My goal is to find Hall & Oates first, as stealthy as possible.
okay. You make it through some of the shopping sections. You make it through some of the housing section. You make it to the main structure of the and to where the stables are, the royal stables. You hear some screaming. You know the screaming. You've heard it a couple of times. Aside from the screaming, there's no one around. It's pretty desolate. But you hear the mournful braying of a llama. And you follow that to Oates, who is still laying there unconscious. And Hall is trying his best to reach to the bottle that's just a little too far over.
I pan, and I hand it to him.
Screeches in terror and delight immediately after. And he sets it down, puts feet on either side of it, pops the cork with his big old llama misshapen teeth, and slides it over. He's moving himself with his back legs while sliding the bottle over with his front legs, and he pops it into Oates' mouth and then just kind of picks himself up to try to pour it in. And eventually you see the throat begin to move as Oates drinks the vial of red liquid. There's a almost alcoholic strawberry wine smell from it. Mixed, yeah, there's a little juniper in there too. You can smell it. And a whole lot of llama saliva.
Just, eh. Like it's
You realize as it's frothing up.
Mhm. Mm. I'm just waiting to see if anything happens, and I'm pulling out the book that Paula threw into the fire that she somehow got a hold of from Oates. So I'm holding the half-burnt book, waiting
Okay.
to see what happens.
So you're just holding the book, or you're just waiting for Oats too.
I have it. I'm flipping through it. I'm curious because I don't know if it's the same book that Oates was working on for me when he was deciphering my father's journal, because I have the father's journal. That was
Mhm.
his thing, and then I thought I had the one he made me, but this one looks like the same one, or is it a different one? I just know it's an Oates handwriting.
Make an investigation roll for me.
Okay. 19.
19. As you look it over, yeah, there's some damage to the outside, but it is, in fact, the same book. And you had this with your father's journal. You had been in that city for 3 weeks, and you haven't had it on your person the whole time.
No, I
But you
left
don't
it.
seem to. Yeah, you don't seem to recall when it went missing.
No, but I still have my father's journal, right? Or is that one
Check.
missing? Oh.
Check real quick.
I reach into my bag of my handy haversack and I think for my book.
Yeah, it pops into your hand.
Can't read
Beat
it
up.
still, but
Yeah, it's beat up, but it's still there.
Okay.
As you are holding it in your hand, a small sliver of diamond-like substance falls out from where the spine and the binding overlay.
So like right here.
Yes. It is a shard of glass-like substance, but it is very, very cold. Good girl.
I'm gonna examine the shard
Okay.
and try to figure out what it is.
Well, as I said, it is a very, very cold, very sharp shard of glass-like substance, but it doesn't melt. It doesn't warm. It's just perpetually cold. No longer than, say, your index finger.
Okay. As I'm holding it and I'm looking at Oates, I'm going to grip the necklace that I put on of Max's, and I'm just gonna think to myself, this isn't gonna work, but I'm gonna try. And I think, Justice Hyrath, are you here? See if I get a response. If anything, I'll probably get Max's response and he'll yell at me again, but it's fine. At least I can try to reach out to someone while I'm waiting for my llama to regain consciousness.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as you say that in your mind, you don't hear anything at first, but then you hear a shuddering sound, as if someone is violently shivering. And you and Scrack both hear at the same time. Eva.
The smallest like heartbreak in her heart, because this is the first time she's heard the closest thing to her father's voice in over 6 years, and just says, Riona Hyrath.
No. No. No.
Why does no one believe me when I say it's me? Max didn't believe me. You're not believing me.
After a little bit of time, you can hear the shivering. And Scrack, you also hear this quiet speech behind you.
Where does this seem like it's coming from? It's coming from behind
Directly
me?
from behind you, yes.
Is it coming from the ice thing?
Yes.
Which, you know, Eva is my mom. You met her.
Yeah. No, I nearly ditched you guys to stay with her.
Exactly.
Y'all fucking
Yeah.
suck. All right. I try to turn and look, and do I see any motion or anything that anything different going on in that direction?
You don't see anything different, but the voice is coming from directly behind you, and it is very quiet.
Okay. All right.
I say,
No.
yeah, I say what I say, and then I look at Oates and I look at Hall and I say to myself again, you just gotta wait a little longer. I'm coming. I'm almost there. I just I gotta save my llamas. I'm right outside the building. I promise I'm not leaving without you.
Hear the shuddering, shivering sound. Stay away. Don't.
I didn't listen to Max. I'm not listening to you.
Did
I'm
they hit
very-
you, or are you in no nut?
Yeah, I'm very angry. I'm very depressed, and I am one big fucked up mess since we met that we talked last. And I'm coming to find you.
Hell's coming with me here.
And hell's coming with me. So yeah, what do you do?
Shake all Oates, like wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Oates lulls his head to the side, lulls it to the other side, starts opening his eyes up. He sees you, one of his eyes cross, and he just kind of starts going back down.
Whack.
Like,
Just straight up smack it.
you dislocate his jaw. No, just kidding.
I'll slap it the other way back.
But yeah, he's having trouble focusing, and Hall actually puts his neck across you to stop you.
I can't go in without you guys. I'm not leaving you behind. I don't know what's going to happen when I go in.
So
He needs
Hall
to be awake.
Hall puts his head against you, as he's done in the past. Just puts his head right up against you. Kind of moves his lips to where he's like, "Mm." And then he walks over to Oates, and he lays down next to him, puts his head over.
Can you tell him that I'm not abandoning? I'll be back. I promise. You're such a good boy. And I just hug him, and I take the book that's kind of burnt. I flip through it a little bit, and then I just close it and put it away. It's like, I don't have time. And I'm not gonna go to the front gate. I'm gonna stealth in.
Give me an intelligence roll.
I'm so good at those.
I
Let's
know,
see.
high wisdom.
Oh, okay. 16. It's
16.
not bad.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
So as you're flipping through it, and just out of the curiosity, you're flipping through it, and just before you close it to put it back in your bag, you do see that there is, well, obviously it's all Oates writing,
Mhm.
but there's blood of the dryad, shard of the ice,
take the little shard and I put it in that spot as my bookmark.
Okay.
And I close the book. How big is the book? Is it bigger than the journal, or is it like it's like an actual book?
So the one that Oates wrote in is
Uh-huh.
quite a bit larger because you have to accommodate a llama. But yeah, it's quite a bit larger.
Okay. Can't hide it in my chest. I hide it in my backpack.
That's fine.
That's why I was double checking if it was like mom's journal or a book. Because if it's a book, it goes in the backpack. Mom, yeah.
Okay. All right. Rusty, where are you?
I'm walking into the palace.
Okay. Business as usual.
I may wait until I see a rather large human and try and walk behind them,
Okay.
but that's just a
Um,
personal thing. I mean,
You rolled a 22. You're still stealthing, I'm assuming.
trying to.
Yeah. Okay. So much like a cartoon version of Rusty, you almost change your shape and the manner in which you walk to mirror behind people, or you jump behind a base and take that shape, jump behind a suit of armor, take that shape, that type of thing. Very cartoonish. But yeah, where are you going?
Going to the basement, to the not the library, the room before the library, the office.
Okay. All right. Inside the office, there are some lit sconces. The older gentleman is sitting at a desk, several piles of books up in front of him, some of which are open in front of him, and he's just quietly sitting there, head down. And as you look at him, you can see him breathing deeply as his glasses inch ever so slightly down his nose and finally just hang.
And he doesn't move.
Nope.
He's asleep.
How high up is that book that I seen Laura pull?
It is 4 shelves high, or 2.5 rusties.
I guess I'm climbing.
Make an athletics check for me.
Yay. So that's an 8.
Okay. So these books are packed in. They're tight. And there's not a whole lot of room, even for a gnome's little fingers. And your hobbled boots, while they... One second. Sorry, folks, on vacation. Loud motorist.
How dare
as,
they?
I know, how dare. This is my vacation. So as your hobbled boots are a little worn from all the walking they've been doing lately, you manage to put a little bit of your boot on there with a little bit of your fingernails, and you're trying, but you're making very slow progress. You even slip at one point because there was a paper just randomly under one of the books where you grabbed your finger hold and it slips a little bit. Yeah, he's still asleep.
Gentlemen, Professor?
Ah,
Yes.
Amen.
Aim in and attack. Hello, down here. You see that book up there? I need you to get it for me. I wouldn't want to damage the rest of these books by trying to climb on it, and it's very important that I get it.
Why don't you use that?
You were asleep. I didn't want to wake you.
But you did.
You have an excellent point.
Thank you.
Would you mind?
Uh,
I've always liked you. You know, I was just telling Laura the other day, that guy, he's a good guy.
Laura.
You know.
Bailey.
No. Sorry, most of you probably know her as the High Priestess.
Oh.
I shouldn't. My fault. I know not everyone's on a first name basis.
Nigel. Nigel? Uh, you can smell him now. There's definitely not water in his cup.
If you could just be a dear and hand me that book, just give a little.
He reaches up, almost has to tiptoe it, grabs hold, gives it to you.
Do I hear anything happen?
No.
Do you mind if we share a drink?
What do you got?
I pull out my wine flask and the last two shrooms. I was saving these for a rainy day, but you look like a man who doesn't mind having his mind expanded. Care?
Kind of reaches out and takes one of the mushrooms. I know these. Gives you conspiratorial look as you kind of give him an eye. He's kind of slides his mug over to you a little bit. Dunk it like a cookie.
I knew I liked you.
He sniffs it for a minute, looks around again, dunks it, pops it.
It may be a bit dry. It's 21 years old. And I will dunk mine and palm it and pretend to eat it.
Oh, showing restraint. Nice. But yeah, the book that he handed you was a blue book.
Is he buying a
Roll
car?
history. It's not Kelly's.
That's a 14.
14. It has gold lettering. Not the book you're looking for.
I will sit with him and just continue talking to him and drinking until I think he's going to fall asleep.
Okay. He seems a little sluggish, but he's becoming more alert the more you talk to him. And as you continue whatever you're talking about, he stops mid-sentence at one point. So when you look at those drawings in the margins of the books, you can see. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Is my face still on? Because it feels like it fell down.
It's a little droopy, but if you just kind of. So, tell me. The portal, Justice High Wrath. all of my friends. What's going on?
Well, for portals are let me roll real quick. He looks at you and smiles. Portals, they go places. You can travel through them. I think that's it. Yeah, you travel. Back out.
So disappointed that I didn't eat that shrimp.
Oh,
That's sobering.
yeah, it's old man drunk fart.
And I will take the ladder and mess with every book until I find something.
Okay. You go back up. There's a number of different books, all different shades of blue. Eventually, you will come across, if you're just trying one by one. You do hear a as the entire wall slightly gives. Luckily, this ladder is one of the ones that's on a rail.
You take
That-
away my whole. Whoop.
Woof!
Oh, oh no.
Mhm.
I will go through the wall. That was the
You're
sound of me
stealthing.
going through the wall.
Right? So as you open it up, there is, and you've gotten used to the cold in the city. It's a little less cold inside, especially when there are braziers lit and sconces and whatnot. But as you go through the wall that's just been moved, there's a blast of cold. It's not forcefully coming out at you. It's just the temperature drops drastically at this point. And there are very, very shallow stairs that spiral out of you. Your stealth is wearing off.
I seem to have rolled lower since then.
It's those shoes, man. You gotta get them resold. So as you're doing that, Torsten,
Yes.
what you doing, buddy?
We were keeping my eye out for Rusty or Riona and head into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping to actually see somebody.
So you make it to the shared abode, and as you and Huskar walk in, usual place, just devoid of any of your comrades.
Nobody home, huh?
I'm
No, you're not.
yeah, I know. He's sweating a little bit.
Maybe we
Can
need to
Can I be honest with you?
go ahead.
I think if I just touch it, just
I
if
think
I
if
could
you
get in.
I think if you do that, you will do something that you know you don't want to do.
Like what?
Like keep touching it.
I mean, if I just run my hand across it,
No,
that should
maybe
be
if
good.
maybe if you don't and you just stay away from it.
What do you got against me, Torsten?
I have I have something very much against the idea of a strong dwarven warrior being addicted to the touch of a dragon.
It's not a dragon. It's just a ball. It's just a ball.
It is not just a ball, buddy.
It's just a ball.
It's not even close to just a ball.
So, okay. Okay. You're right. You're right. I think it might be easier, after we find the others, then I can put it in Riona's bag and I won't be able to get at it for a while. Okay. Just wean off.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right. So he starts walking up to the stairs.
No, I don't mean you grab it right now. Let's find Riona. We'll let Riona put it in her bag.
Bane probably knows where Riona is. You can find her. Yeah, you can find her. This armor is heavy.
Wait, who?
Snowball.
Yeah, no, we don't talk to him under any circumstances.
But he might know where the rest are.
I don't care. We are smart, independent, strong people. We can find our friends on our own.
But it would take less time if you just let me touch the damn ball.
Yeah, but that would also go against what we decided was in our best interest, which was for you to not do that.
Look, I'm not going to touch it longer than I have to. Just point us in a direction and we're good. Okay, I'll hand it off to you. Isn't that what you really want?
I don't want the ball.
Don't you though?
No, I don't
Mister,
even
I'll
want to
chop
touch
off
it.
my hand for any deity.
No, not any, just mine. And I understand what you're doing, and I understand where you're coming from. You're angry, you're frustrated, and all you want is that thing that has a hold of you. But you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be strong. You're gonna walk down those stairs. You're gonna walk out of this house together with me, and we are going to find our friends.
Right. And he starts walking up the stairs.
I cast hold person on him.
Oh, okay.
That is going to be a where'd it go? Sorry, I may be confusing my characters. Hang on. No, I know I've got it here somewhere. Where'd it go? I'm not used. You can tell I'm not used to playing a magic wielder.
That's all right.
I cast fist.
Right?
I cast axe to the face.
Wouldn't it be stub because you don't have a fist
He has one.
I have one fist.
for now?
What you got, buddy?
Oh, that's right. I don't think I have hold person. I have
So he is continuing up the stairs.
Torsten yells, "Hold person," as a bluff.
For a second, Huskar's like,
I have I have command.
you have command. Okay.
Yeah. And I use my one word command and I say stop. And that's a wisdom saving throw of 16 for him.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1, even with his bonus. Yeah, that's not. He just freezes in place. Oh, you son of a bitch.
And that now that I've got him stopped, I am going to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
And that is to suppress strong emotions in anyone. It's a charisma saving throw of 16.
That would be, even with, I think he has a +1 on that. 16.
So that's like right at.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you.
Hey, Torsten.
Yes.
I'm beginning to understand why Rihanna doesn't like you.
You're just mad because I won't let you. I'm holding you to your own word, and you're mad about it, and I understand that, and it's okay. But so I walk over and I like I just pick him up.
So how long does command go for?
One
Command-
round.
Is it 1 round?
One round, one action. One action to enact it, 1 round. So 10 seconds. Or 6
Six.
seconds if you. It's
Six
isn't it
if
like
you-
6 to 10?
So what?
Yeah,
So
so-
what I do is I run up the stairs while he's held in place, and
You immediately hear heavy dwarven footsteps right behind you. Dun, 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 dun.
well, and as soon as I'm ahead of him, I spin around on him and just like block the path.
He doesn't stop. Does a 16 hit?
No, it does not.
So as he's running, you see him. He's a wide dwarf. You know what? I'm going to give myself advantage on that. Because he is a wide dwarf. And you're a tall bowling pin. Does an 18 hit?
That is my armor class. Yes.
Take, not bad, 2 bludgeoning damage from his shoulder to your thigh as he hoists you up and over, continuing his movement.
You got to make me do this, aren't you?
So as he goes past you, he, not even saying a word, you can hear his footsteps. Dun, 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 dun. And then you hear a door come off its hinges.
I cast Guardian of Faith right over the orb.
Don't you have to be able to see the target?
I can turn around and see through the door.
But this was on the stairs. He's gone around.
As soon as he gets past me, I'm trucking back up towards him.
Okay.
If he rips open the door, I'm casting Guardian of Faith on the bed where the orb is.
All right. So we'll say that you managed to catch yourself and try to scramble behind him, and you throw your hand out to cast your spell. He's just standing there, like solid still as a statue, not even breathing. You still cast your spell?
Yes.
Okay.
On the bed itself, over the ball.
Ah, there is no ball. You can see there's a pack there, some miscellaneous things there. And he slowly turns his head to look over his shoulder. Where is it, Torsten?
I'm trying to keep you from it.
What'd you do with it?
I didn't do anything.
You just didn't want me up here because it's not here anymore. What did you do with it?
Your guess is as good as mine, buddy.
You were the last in here.
We were the last ones in here.
I walked out before you.
Yes, and in the split seconds it took me to follow behind you, I somehow transported your
Where's
ball.
Rusty?
That's who we're looking for.
Son of a bitch, he has it. He just starts tearing down stairs again.
Somewhere Rusty's just giggling and he has no idea why.
So as Haskar's tearing down the stairs and leaves you up there with no idea what's going on, let's go back to Riona.
Hi, Riona. What you doing?
I'm making my way in, and I'm doing it stealthy, leaving Hall notes. Well, leaving Hall to take care of Oates because he's a good boy. He'll do it.
This party is split 4 ways.
Yeah.
Don't split the party. Anybody ever heard that before?
Apparently
When
not.
have we ever done that? This whole campaign, all we've done is split the party. We have never actually not split the party. We're the example of not to do that.
That's
Yeah.
because somebody likes to take off by herself.
Says the man who was willing to run down the hall of fire by
Children,
himself.
Children.
I'm
Anyway,
sneaking into the building with my pass without a trace.
okay. So you're still going with your 32, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. So you don't walk directly in front of the 2 guards at the bottom. You just kind of leap over the side a little bit, slowly work your way up, jump back over, scale it a little bit, get past the other 2 guards, pop over, quiet, go through the doors. Business as usual. People are milling around, going from place to place. Some have books, some have scrolls. Some are empty-handed, but are in heated debates about things.
I remember where Paula's office is, correct?
Yeah, up the stairs to the left.
I take a leaf out of Rusty's book, and I walk with purpose and that I belong there, and I head to her office.
Okay. So as you walk, nobody stops you. You begin to ascend the stairs. The usual illusion of sunlight coming through the windows. It would be so much better if that sunlight had some warmth to it. But you've kind of grown accustomed to the chill. The area is empty.
So there's no one around in that up on the
No.
2nd floor.
Furniture is all in its place. There's some paperwork moved around a little bit here and there on the desk. The chair that she was seated in when you first arrived. It's still there, but the space where she usually sits is indented, but no one there.
I am going to do a lap around the office real quick, just looking around, getting a feel. And then I'm going to walk out and head down the stairs and go towards the statue lady who's praying and keeping the dome up.
Okay. Roll perception for me real quick.
15.
15. Some of the paperwork looks like it's been there for a while. There's a parchment that's been rolled into scroll form with a blue wax seal that looks fairly new. You can even see the instruments to make that seal are nearby, and you reach out for a second and you touch the seal itself. Not as cold as it should be.
I scoop everything into my bag except for that scroll, and I rip open the scroll.
Okay.
That was just sealed.
All right. You just throw all the papers and whatnot in your bag.
Except the scroll that was just sealed. I want to read that one, and I want the wax seal and stuff. Like,
okay,
it's shiny.
You get it all. A bunch of miscellaneous papers, and the seal and the wax. You even get a fire starter, one of those that you squeeze and it strikes the flint against the steel.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
if you ever lose the ability to make fire, you can make fire. As you break the seal on this scroll, you can see that the writing is someone who wrote this has shaky hand. And as you begin reading this, it tells you about how this is not how it should be. They came here over a span of many years and found us. And we need to respect them, respect the people that have made their homes here. It's time that we stepped in. If we can, we will try to find our allies and we will try to revolt. Sculptor.
I take the letter and I shove it in a pocket and I squeeze the necklace. Oh, Sculptor, where the fuck are you? Because I'm in here and I think I'm only a few steps behind your crippled butt.
You immediately hear a hushed Max. Where are you?
Paula's office, Sculptor.
I take it you are a little upset with me.
Really? What gave it away?
Oh, I don't know. 100 or so years of women not being happy with me? Maybe. I assure you, I've done nothing to deserve this ire this time. But you need to get out when you can.
Not till I find him. If you know where he is, tell me now.
I don't know where he is, but I have an idea.
And that idea is?
Imprisoned Probably somewhere dark. Probably somewhere most people can't get to. But I assure you that I am trying my best, but I am not quite in a position to do so now. So why don't you gather your belongings and friends and get the hell out of the city before it burns down?
Max, do you remember the last thing you said to me? And when I say that, I mean the last thing you told Echo to tell me because you knew you were going to leave me behind.
That was 21 years ago.
And you have the mind of a man who never forgets a woman who's angry with them.
Well, I never forget a pretty face. That's for sure. Enough. So what you're saying is that you're going to follow your own trail.
I'm going to take your advice.
This is why most women have been mad with me.
Why?
Because I give terrible advice.
The only thing terrible that you did was thinking I couldn't help you, and you left me behind.
Sometimes it can be a good thing. But right, oh, no, I'm not talking to anyone. I'm fine. How are you? We'll finish this conversation when I see you again.
If you see me again, is what you mean to say.
Silence.
Dark, deep. Okay. I walk down the stairs with purpose, and as I'm walking out, I'm glancing into each office and room as I'm going out, trying to see if I can find Paula. Do I find an open door, drunk old man on the floor?
What was your perception?
Perception's 15, but I have a passive of 20.
Okay, passive of 20. Yeah, as you are walking around, you do notice a few familiar faces. They kind of curtly nod in their scholarly ways. 3 weeks is a good long time to be around, but you haven't really impressed too many people. You do see a flash of rather unkempt red hair going behind a wall. And as you look down towards the entrance to the library, you hear and there is a sprawled out fat old man, his robes hitched up over his knobby knees, big sloppy smile on his face, asleep in the room that you first saw him in.
Is the door still open that Rusty opened to go down?
I don't recall Rusty closing that door.
Dark.
Rusty, do you want to enlighten us?
Tell you what, I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay, that sounds fair.
I did not close the door.
It is still ajar.
And it's a dark, cold
No, it's a
area.
door.
It's a dark,
I'll
cold
make that
area.
Yes, it is a dark, cold area. Much like my ex. No, I mean, sorry. Anyway,
I glanced at the red care that went that way, and I go towards the door, and I start going down the stairs, and I produce flame, so I have light going down the stairs.
okay.
Hey, turn that light out.
Green flames.
Green flame. So as you begin to descend the stairs, let's go back to Rusty.
Why is there a green light?
As you were slowly walking down the stairs, you do notice there's a little bit more light.
I'm gonna run down faster and try and hide.
Okay. Make a survival check.
That should be fun.
Huh.
4.
4. In your haste, you run down the stairs, slipping and sliding on a few, making a little more noise than you had intended. Eventually, you get to the bottom of the stairs and run behind the nearest thing. There is a source of dim blue light that is coming from distance. Not really looking at what that light is, you do see some dark things silhouetted against that light. Largest thing you can find, you grab it and slide around behind it, and you are hidden.
Oh, hey, Scrack.
Does it smell familiar? Like wet bear?
With a survival like that, I would not say you found Scrack.
Yeah.
Just gonna wait and see what's behind me.
Has anyone seen Sea Beast, the new Netflix movie? He remind.
No.
Oh well, there's this cute little blue creature that hides behind a stick tree, and that's what I'm thinking Rusty's doing right now. He's just like, but you can just see the whole body.
No, the thing he hides behind is rather large, but it is not Scrack.
But you do see a hat sticking out on top of it.
Almost like the hat on the T-Rex in that Disney movie, the Meet the Robinsons. So slowly, the green flame or the green light becomes brighter and brighter as it slowly descends the staircase. Eventually, you do see the familiar form of Brianna. What are you gonna do?
God damn it, you scared the hell out of me.
I throw the flame at the noise because I thought I was alone. Ah!
Okay, roll for an attack.
Let's see. Okay, so 27 to hit because
That
it
hits,
matters right
so-
now.
You didn't throw a fireball. You didn't throw anything but your hands. So it's not like it's going to cause massive damage. You know, the flames drip off your hand almost like you've soaked your hand in white spirits and just flicked them. So they fling in little droplets towards the bulky thing that made noise. But you can see a blue light, fairly large illuminated thing in the distance, and a large bulky thing making noise.
Is it making scrack noise?
It is making rusty noise.
Why are you always trying to light me on fire?
Why are you hiding in the dark?
Why are you so flammable?
Because you can't hide in the light.
Rusty? Max said Dad was in the dark hole. I'm down here. Why are you here? You're supposed to meet me out front.
You're supposed to meet me out front.
Okay, we both lied. Okay, we both lied. Why are you here?
Because your father's being held prisoner here.
And you know this.
I think I told you.
You told me that, your girlfriend Laura had him prisoner, but you knew where he was hidden and didn't tell me where.
And you didn't ask?
Just no talk. I grabbed the necklace. Dad, can you see me? Just in my head. Because if he could see me, maybe I could turn around and find him. I don't know. It's a dark room. I'm about to produce flame again.
Okay. So as you say this, you can hear the shuddering breaths again. No, baby, no. No. I can't see anything. I can't open my eyes.
Okay. Rusty, I'm not leaving here without him. So are you here to help me?
Well, I'm not here to hinder you.
All right, then let's go.
Yet.
And I produce flame again. And I walk forward as a torchlight looking at everything.
Make a perception roll for me. Both of you. Actually, all three of you, Scrack.
Yeah.
You're included in this perception roll.
Okay.
18.
17.
11.
Crack's sad. He's like,
Scrack is focused.
With advantage, I rolled 2 4s. Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
With advantage.
Scrack is depressed. He
I
is.
am wallowing in my hatred of.
He's a
the
sad
D&D
Scrack.
dice.
sad Scrack.
Yes. Sad Scrack. So scared. So sad. Okay. So I have. Okay. Trying to get a representation since I left all my notes, my battle board, and my minis. I'm having to figure it out so that I can see where everything and everybody is. Okay. So, Scrack, you kind of hear the voice from behind you again. And you're starting to hear voices from in front of you because this cavern is quiet and echoey.
All right.
But you don't.
Can I hear any distinct words?
God damn
With
it!
an 11? Yeah, probably that part.
Just echoing off the walls.
Just echoing off the walls.
I'm rolling like I traditionally roll.
Yes. Welcome back.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a
Yeah.
campaign without it,
It
Harry.
really wouldn't. It really would.
So, Riona and Rusty, you see an immense doorway, portal before you, probably 60, 70, maybe a few feet more. You see a gate. You see 3 giant misshapen skulls. 1, 2, 3. At the top of this. The 2 on either side, blindfolded. The one in the center is not. What holds them together is an arch of twisted white and blue pearlescent stone, like liquefied skin, solidified into columns. Jutting out from either side are 2 giant iron structures. They look like they may have once been lanterns, cold and unlit, hanging from heavy chains. You can see forms in this structure, some insectoid looking, others humanoid. All of them trying to flee, but they're all encased partially. Sometimes you only see an arm or hand, others full bodies with one leg. And before that gate, which I neglected to mention, inside the gate itself is a swirling, ever-changing, dim blue light. and it is a large solid sheet of ice. A small humanoid partially sticking out from the center, up about 20 feet. A little bit before him, there is a bearskin rug. No, not a bearskin rug. An owl bearskin rug. No, an owl bear chained down, facing away.
I sprint towards Scrack.
As you begin sprinting towards Scrack, you have to go around what you originally thought were just outcroppings of stone or ice from the ground, and you realize these are statues. Again, some insectoid, others human or humanoid. They look like they were statues that were frozen in place in the middle of a battle, until you realize they're not statues. A battle that was 2 decades ago happened here. And these are the remains of those who did not get away before the gate was shut down.
Hey, Rayona. What's your portal sense telling you right now?
Tingling like a mother fudger, I'm guessing.
Okay, because my Scrack sense is going off.
Yeah, I see. I sprint towards Scrack and
Yep.
I
Or
just
Scrack has gone off.
Is it like icy ground or like jagged ground?
It's jagged in some areas, icy in others. It's not difficult terrain. You can get through it fairly
Okay.
easily. It's all pretty much open space, aside from the remains of demons and
Yeah.
humanoids fighting.
But I'm still barefoot, always been, always will be. Cold doesn't bother me, just sprinting towards Scrack and kneel in front of him and I lift his face like, I found you.
As you start to raise his face up, the chain cuts into the back of his neck and you hear it. Ah!
I can turn his head all the way around though.
Yeah.
And that was the end of Scrack.
Okay,
Where have y'all been?
looking for my dad, and looking for everybody. Scrack, just stay. Are the chains in the ground? Or are they in
They're-
ice?
They're bolted to the ground. There is metal embedded in there.
Rusty, do you have anything? Because I have an idea.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the door. I had a bad experience recently with getting caught doing shit that I wasn't supposed to, so this
Okay.
seems like it'd be much worse than that. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the door.
I'm
Don't-
gonna ritual
please-
callus meld with
please
stone.
Don't do anything stupid.
Too late.
Ranger's honor.
Yeah, no, I want your honor.
I will do whatever it takes, Rusty, just like you.
Help me out of here.
I just 1 second. It takes one action to ritual cast meld with stone, and it lasts for 8 hours. So I'm casting it, and I'm going to meld my hand where the chain is and start slowly pulling it out of the ground.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make a strength roll on that. Because while you may be melded with it, it
Mhm.
is still metal embedded in stone.
Mhm.
So it's going to be heavy. And it's not going to comply too easy.
Can I help?
I was gonna say I got
Yeah,
16.
absolutely.
All right.
Scrack, if she does anything stupid, eat her.
Would be the best way to die. Being eaten by Scrack as I'm trying to pull and use melding the stone to make it easier to pull, I guess. I don't know. And then
I have a
Scrack's
19
helping me.
I have a 19 strength. But
I have 16.
I rolled
Okay.
an 11.
11. You rolled an 11 again.
Yeah.
So
with my awesome bonus.
with your awesome bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have just like groggy drugged. I have not fully.
I got you,
recovered.
Scrack. I'm here for you. I got the 16.
I am
It'll take a little time.
suddenly reminded of the documentary Supersize Me.
Yes.
A little, yeah.
So as you plunge your arm into the stone floor and you can feel the metal from underneath, you begin to push up on it, and it is not only heavy, but it is in the ground. So you are pulling, Scrack is pulling. It's going to take you a few minutes with a 16 and 11. The roll was 18 for you to dislodge it, but that is one of the legs will be freed, say 3 rounds.
Just I'm pulling it, I'm working at it, I'm using meld with stone. It lasts for 8 hours, so I'm just gonna work on it, and then in my head think, I found my owlbear dad, you're next.
Rusty, are you keeping watch?
Yes.
Rusty. Okay. So as
you have to
as
think
you
about
were,
that. Is there a problem there, Rusty? Do we need to talk?
You know,
Hey, you're on my side right now.
right now.
That's what I said. Right now. Right now, he's on my side, and he's gonna help us get this owlbear out by keeping watch.
So as you're working on that, Torsten,
Yes,
are you chasing after Haskar?
I have no other choice.
As you leave the manor, you see Haskar just full ham-fisted, knocking himself in the jaw. You see a cleric pop out, and he was like, "No," and then it dissipates, and then he hits himself again, and he is doing it over and over, dismissing one after another, until you finally see one that is in full leather outfit, some studs over the shoulders, bow in hand, arrows slung over the back, feathers intertwined into the mohawk to make it even more like plumage. He's like, "Find him." And as they both start running, you know they're trying to track Rusty.
Oh, just the person I'm trying to find myself.
There you go.
So I go trotting along after
luckily,
him.
I've been around the city 18 times.
Today alone.
Yeah, right. And I catch up to Taskar, and I'm like, we're not going to kill him as soon as we see him.
What's this we? As he continues running.
Look, you may be stronger than me, but I can guarantee you're not faster than me, buddy.
You both have a 30 movement, don't you?
Yeah.
Which I find
I have a 35.
hilarious.
I have a 30.
Haskar has 25.
Haskar has 25. Okay. So yeah, you do eventually catch up. But going past everyone, you're not being stealthy, you're not trying to hide your intentions to find someone. You can see as the ranger is zipping in and out of the crowd, Haskar is more bulldozing his way. Some people are upset, some people, curse at him.
I'm giving a
there's-
bit of a, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, coming through.
You see a woman take a small potted plant and throw it after she's been shoved by Haskar, and that plant just grows humongous as it sails through the air, which he
Ah!
dodges. But yeah, people are not happy, and neither is he. Eventually, both Haskars stop. You see the ranger version checking the grounds, looking at things. He runs one way and stops, picks up a bit of llama hair, sniffs it, looks that way, starts tracking some other llama prints, starts to run towards the main structure of the city hall.
City Hall. Why are we going there?
Why would Rusty be there?
I don't know.
Probably taking my Dragon Ball, playing with it, and trying to take over the city.
I can almost guarantee you he does not have the ball.
Really?
I said almost.
He continues running.
I'm trotting along with him.
Eventually, you see as the ranger is up ahead, up ahead of Haskar. Ranger has a little bit more movement. He's getting close to the two guards at the base of the stairs, and you see suddenly the ranger is closer to you, and Haskar is at the stairs as he slings his hammer back and forth. The first guard gets
They'll
it
just
across
let
the
us
face.
in.
The second one dodges out of the way, but starts scrambling to get away because they're not used to people openly, violently, aggressively trying to get through the gate.
Just saying, this is why we split the party, because we have two very unstealthy people.
I frustrated. I stop at the guards. Are you guys okay?
One of them's out. Like, that was a nat 20. He's out.
Oh wow.
You see his jaws unhinged.
Well, I fix him.
Wakes up screaming. All right. So Haskar is continuing his run, as well as the echo of his ranger. So they're getting away from you, but they are going up the stairs. Scrack, you've got a foot free, whichever one you like.
He got 9 points of healing and a reset jaw.
I would say, Scrack, I would have been aiming for your front paws if you want
Yeah.
to try to, like, so we could do the whole pushy thingy.
Right. So left hand free, left paw free. So my neck is also bound, like, to the ground.
Yeah. You have one going across your neck, and then you got one going across probably the mid to lower back. And all four.
Where's the neck attach?
Neck attaches
Like directly underneath me, or
yeah, it's just straight across. So it's too smaller.
Okay.
Once you
it's just
have
like looped over me.
It's looped over,
okay.
but it's connected to the ground as well.
All right. I take my free hand and I start digging up, trying to dig at the neck thing.
All right,
yes.
you roll strength, and Rihanna, you roll strength.
Are you guys done yet?
23.
Mine's a
Nice.
6 because I'm trying not to get clawed to death.
Yeah, Rihanna's kind of like as
Scrap,
you're doing
calm
that,
down.
you just pink. You break the chain. You're not even realizing that your neck is free. You just broke the chain. You're still scratching at the ground.
I grab his face. Scrack, I'm here for you. So you gotta calm down just a little. I'm gonna get you out. I promise. I'm right here. Just let me help. We're gonna work together, okay? And I go to the other paw, and he sees my hand go in the stone, and I start to lift it out so he can pull it out. Like,
All right.
look, I'm helping.
I'm going to ask you guys to roll another strength. Rusty, you still watching?
21.
Indeed.
Nice.
20.
Very nice. Comes out much easier. So your front legs are free. Your back is still pinned. Your back legs are still pinned. Rusty, give me a either a perception or an investigation.
Ten.
10. Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Nothing's
You're
coming.
fine. You are fine, buddy.
Eagle eyes.
I lie.
Mm.
Okay, so while you guys are working on Scrack, Thorsten, you see a couple of bodies flung off of the stairs. One coming down.
Oh, start running back after Ascar. Stop hurting people.
They've got my ball.
Just fuck your ball. Don't you see what you're doing because of the ball?
Getting my ball.
You're gonna catch these hands if you don't quit.
Arrow sails at you. Anyway,
I'm just getting dad and toddler vibes.
right? It's the last box of Cocoa Puffs. Anyway, so as you're chasing,
guiding bolt to the back of the head if you don't quit.
I think the dad toddler equivalent would be somebody's taking off their flip flop. But yeah, you do hear some yells and some startled yips from inside. Once you reach the inside of the building, you can see it's taking the ranger a minute more to figure it out because you're on marble. You know, he's looking for different signs. This is tread on all day, et cetera, et cetera. And as people are making room, trying to get away from this weird dwarven twin aggression, they stop being so noisy as they're all facing both Haskars.
I rush into the middle of the two of them. Oh my God, guys, stop.
As soon as I get my ball, we're gonna kill Rusty, grab Rihanna, maybe the llamas, maybe the old man. Screw the old man. You know what? The llamas can do without us too. Just grab Rihanna and we can go.
No one's killing Rusty. You know Riona's not going to leave her llamas. And your obsession with the ball is getting a hold of you again. Don't you see it?
Torsten, you were carving runes into your body to get the power you needed to fix things.
Did I
Right.
ever once say it was the right thing to do?
Did I say this is the right thing to do? No, but it's the necessary thing to do.
It's not the you're casting your magic right now.
What happens when we leave here? I
We
mean, will they
figure it
even let
out.
us?
We figure it out, buddy. But you do not need to be turning into a dragon that's going to take over your soul.
I'm not going to turn into a dragon.
You were already growing scales.
Cosmetic.
No. That's not. There's no. There's no medical situation other than I'm turning into a dragon. Do you develop dragon scales?
So as you say this, the ranger takes off towards the library stairs and the little area where the old man is passed out. Roll me a perception.
Sweet 7-layered Satan. And 11.
11. Yeah. So people just move out of the way of Haskell. Both of them.
Why is everybody moving now? I mean, good for them, but
So eventually you do find an open door where there should not be a door. The library shelving has, it's not just ajar anymore. It is wide open.
okay, Asgard, seriously, we're about to walk into a danger door, and you're just gonna plow right in, right?
Yeah. Have you met me?
Okay, buddy. Okay,
Glad you finally got my back, Torsten.
just don't kill Rusty the moment you see him.
So yes, he goes through the door with his echo, dismissing the echo because he knows Rusty has got to be through here. As you run down the stairs, you do see a little bit of green light ahead, a little bit of blue light ahead, a whole lot of silhouetted ugly, and somebody in the middle with a very unhappy, grumpy, chubby owlbear. And that's where we're going to take a break. Now that I've finally wrangled all the cats back.
We're all in one kind of room. Aren't you glad I left the door
All in a
open?
room
Because
together.
I considered closing it.
Well, that was
Right,
a
right.
journey.
Okay, so let's not split the party again. How about that? How about that? Just saying.
All right,
That's a
saying.
lot of work.
we'll be right back.
The king's nuts, a tasty treat to stick in your mouth. All salty and sweet and nutty, they fill your mouth and your heart to bursting with warmth and taste. Eat them, suck them, share them. Get your king's nuts in your mouth today.
Hi everybody, Riona here. I'm a 22-year-old human with flaming red hair who has 3 best friends, Hall, Oates, and Hasgar. Hasgar is a grumpy dwarf, and Hall and Oates are my pet llamas. I love to knit and spend my day on the farm. Hasgar came into my life about 1.5 years ago after he was injured in the war. My father sent him towards my village so that he could heal and watch over me. One day, a bunch of people and an owlbear fell out of my well, and I started learning dark secrets about my father that he never told me about. And I set out on an adventure to find him, not only to find him and bring him home, but to get the answers I really needed. The truth that wasn't told to me. Setting out on the adventure was a little hard, but it was okay because I had a group behind me. But just after my birthday, the comet that Rusty predicted hit the Earth, opening the gates of hell. So choosing to leave behind everything I love so that they would be safe, I set out with a group of, well, let's call them friends. My first real friends, besides Hasgar, Hall, and Oates. Now we set out on our adventure, not only to get answers, but to survive the gates of hell being opened onto our world, and I'm wondering if we'll ever be able to find those answers, let alone survive.
My name's Rusty. I don't usually say very much, ever since I got my throat hurt in the war. No, wait, that's not me. Hi, I'm Rusty. I went to the magical university for about a year and a half until I was invited not to. I was really only there on behalf of my parents. They're rather influential. I had a vision of the end of the world, followed by many more visions. I can't tell which ones are true and which ones are false. For the last 20 years, I've spent prepping for the end of the world and trying to convince others that the things I see are real. It hasn't worked. Until now. I found a group of adventurers, and we traveled into the unknown. And then came the end of the world. That's right. I was right. Well, now we're up against it. Can't say I didn't warn you.
My name is Haskar Bonesplitter, and I used to not talk too much because of an injury to my neck. Now I don't talk too much because I'm not much for conversation. Or other people. Especially Rusty. Man, do I want to kill him. I came home from the war to watch over my commander's kid. That's Riona. Little did I know that I'd be following her on some damn fool quest to find answers about her past. Even less did I know that idiot Rusty would turn out to be right about the end of the world. My injuries were healed by a lunatic gnome named Davidos Busby, or some version of him. Things got weird. Even weirder when the side effects of the healing was to turn me into an unstable Echo Knight. I never know what or when I'm going to poof out, leaving behind some kind of echo behind. Anyway, Torsten is okay. He really seems to care about everyone, but I like Scrack the best. We both don't like to talk. There, all caught up. Now go away.
Let me tell you about Scrack the Intelligent Owlbear. He had no clue who he was before the day he became intelligent. Let me tell you, now he can think and reason and do math and things. He's amazing, and he's huge. He's like 8 feet, 7 inches, or something like that. He's big, and he's also very strong. And have you seen the claws on that guy? Super sharp. I mean, they can cut a rug easily. I mean, everywhere he goes, he seems to ruin rugs. But I digress. So, Scrack is really awesome. He can think, and he can feel, and we already covered that subject. But anyway, he's huge, and he's strong, and he's smart, and actually, I think he's probably smarter than the people that he's actually traveling around with right now. But, I mean, they've seen a lot of stuff. He's been in the circus, he's been in the Thieves Guild, he's been in a wizard's tower, and he's done all this traveling with these guys, and you know what he only asks for? A silky chicken to snap into.
My name is Torsten. I'm a cleric of Tyr. I'm not really the preachy type of cleric, more the bringing the light to the darkness by setting the darkness on fire kind of cleric. I thought my greatest test of the gods was behind me when I had lost my family and parts of my face to a random group of rampaging demons. A tiny part of me still holds on to hope my family made it out. Of course, I have been shown that is definitely not my biggest test. PTSD dreams notwithstanding. In the last 5 days, I've lost my whole church to a mysterious cult where they turn you to ice and undead. I made friends with a grumpy warrior dwarf, a farm girl with a great and mysterious connections to the Fae and the wilds, an enlightened owlbear, and a couple of llamas. I made a new enemy with some weird cultist assassin, and now magic doesn't work right and my connection with Tyr is, let's say, difficult. Why is that, you may ask? Well, because of the weirdest thing of all. My friend Rusty. I mean, he didn't do anything except he totally had a vision about the end of the world by comet, and it happened. Now it's me, Rusty, and our new party of friends versus the end of the world, rampaging demons, and hellgates from all dimensions opening up around us. Hardly seems fair. Maybe we should give them a chance to surrender.
You've heard about them, you've craved them, and now you can have them! The King's Nuts are now available to buy in your own dice bag of nuts! Buy your own King's Nuts dice bag from Mid-Dice Crisis YouTube show, made by the player Eddie Black, owner of Eddie's Odds and Ends. Order your dice bag today and get a set of nutty dice with a very special surprise inside. Find the link on where to order from our Linktree site. Please do not eat the dice. They are not real nuts, and we will not be responsible if you eat the dice. I'm looking at you, Ranger.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. I got no privacy. And I get copyright claimed.
Hello. Welcome back to another rousing edition of Mid-Dice Crisis. I'm your host, DM Justin. We have Scrack, played by the ever-loving Harry. We've got Torsten, played by the Snugglable Mongo.
I will heal you.
We have Eddie on Riona.
That sounds like a delicious dish. Eddie on Rihanna.
It's an ice cream.
We have Gordon, who's a little rusty.
It wasn't me.
Yes, it was.
You may have caught me red-handed, but it wasn't me.
Right. Never is. All right. So as you can see, there's a guy behind me. Riona, I think you would be probably in a very good position, considering your actual position, to see the figure of a man, mostly embedded into the ice. Just above his nostrils is where the ice encases his head, and his jaw is slightly free. Some of his fingers twitch as they are also out of the ice. A knee, some scraps of clothing, but mostly encased.
Is he up or is he like coming out of the portal?
He is 20 feet above the ground in the center of the portal. He is encased in the ice that completely obscures the opening of this shimmering portal.
Is Scrack almost all the way out?
We will say that during the break, he freed himself the rest of the way.
Excellent.
I would have helped him, got it out, and then I see the
Obviously.
man in ice. Okay.
Yes, you see the man in ice.
Scrack, when you stand on your legs, if I stood on your shoulders, how tall would that be?
Not quite 20
Probably
feet.
about 6 foot at the shoulder. So
Okay, well, I'm not doing anything stupid, guys. I pull the mask on
maybe 6.5.
and I fly up to the person.
Okay. So, as far as you can tell, 20 feet is where his foot would be.
Mm-hmm.
Are you flying directly at the portal, or?
I'm going to fly up and not touch the portal, but be like face to face with it.
Okay. So, as you lift off the ground, flying upward, you get close to the portal. You can feel a hum of energy, like millions of insects swarming across your skin, also chilling you to the bone. But as you get closer, you can see what little bits of this human are out of the ice. there's some icicles coming off of the thin beard. The fingernails and the lips are blue. There's frost across the lips. Every once in a while, there's a puff of mist coming out of his mouth, indicating that he's breathing.
His fingers are sticking out.
A few of them.
Like fingers like this, and I'm just like, I touch, like finger to finger, just to touch the person to see if there's a reaction.
They are just like ice themselves, exceedingly cold. And
Warm skin.
yeah, it takes a little bit, but you can feel the fingers twitch more just where they come out of the ice, almost. I like these backgrounds. But yeah, they twitch and press a little bit against your warm fingers, and you hear him shiver and take an intake of breath.
Dad, can you hear me?
His bottom lip quivers and he begins to frown as his chin shakes. Oh, baby. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry it took this long. How do I get you out? And don't say I can't. Just tell me how.
I don't know. I was put in here. I don't know.
Who put you in here?
Find Paula. Find Paula.
Find who?
Paula.
I have to find that bitch. She did this?
He just continues shivering.
Do we see this happening?
You see me hovering.
Yeah, you can see from a distance of probably 100, 120 feet.
I
Cool.
put my full hand on the portal like this.
I cast a wall of fire underneath her dad.
Counterspell.
You're gonna.
I am counterspelling.
Okay, well, at what level?
Third.
Yeah, a wall of fire is a 4th level spell.
Okay, so I roll a d20.
Yep.
You're gonna light me on fire because I'm only 20 feet up.
No, Goober.
I'm the portal. He's in the portal in the ice. You're gonna burn us alive. I'm outside the portal, flying up.
Or
20
you're,
feet
you're
in the
going to
air.
incinerate his feet before he could possibly get out.
I choose.
Yes.
If I put the wall of fire underneath him, I can choose which side of the wall is the flame side, which would be the back side of the wall, which would just cause.
See, that's a 14.
Huh?
That's a 14.
Okay.
So I believe that neutralizes a 4th level spell.
It does because it's 10 plus 4.
I'm sorry. What?
For the counter spell, that's how you get it. Is
His
it's
counter,
10.
yeah, it's successful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My hand's on
Negating
the
the
ice.
whole thing.
touching his hand.
As
Damn it,
you-
guys! I thought I was terrified that you were one of the bitches upstairs. Torsten, Ballbag, good to see you.
Was that you that did that?
Rusty! And Haskar just starts running full tilt at you.
Hey, guy, long time no see. How you doing?
He swings his hammer and he hits one of the humanoids' ice sculptures, basically at this point, shattering off a leg. It falls a little bit to the side.
Hey, these used to be people. Easy.
I'm gonna kill you.
It's nice to see you too.
Where is it?
He's up there.
I mean,
Was an 18 hit?
Yeah.
He throws his hammer at you.
Ow! The hell?
Scrack, can you take care of that? I need a moment with my dad. I'm not going to do anything.
Only did 8 points damage.
I'm a wizard, man.
You guys, do I have to sit on you?
I'm gonna leave those two to tussle, and I'm gonna run over to the run over to the
Torsten,
thing.
that's Rayona's father up there. Stop trying to light him on fire.
I was trying to warm him up to melt the ice.
You were trying to spit roast him.
no.
Hold on, Haskell. I'll be
No,
right with
he
you.
wasn't trying to spit roast him.
I would never do
He
that.
just probably was going to.
Let's
So,
calm down.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Thank you, Scrack.
So, as Haskar begins to face off with Rustolium, Riona, you put your fingers through your father's, lacing them, and as you touch the ice itself, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
15.
15. So his fingers are very cold, but as your fingers touch the ice, immediately ice forms over your fingertips and begins climbing up your fingers. The numbness is very abrupt, shocking, painful. And you can see your skin turning black, immediately getting frostbite up past the nails on your index and middle finger.
I hold for just a moment longer. Is Paula a friend or foe, Dad?
She's a tool.
Yes, she is. I have one question left, and then I have to go because I'm pretty sure they know we're here. Do I trust Max?
With my life. Not yours.
Your life is what matters right now. I will be back. I'm not gonna leave you. You left me, but I'm not gonna leave you. I let go.
Make a strength saving throw.
Does it help if I use my fire? Let's see, strength. Oh, no, that's a 7. Give me my hand.
So you successfully pull away from the wall.
Mm-hmm.
As they snap off. Take 3 points damage.
Not bad.
They're just fingers.
Just fingers.
Hi, guys. Wait, hi.
Yeah, just because they were frostbitten, when they snap off, they're still attached to the ice. Your stumps are still bleeding.
I cast healing word on myself. My last first level.
So, you guys didn't cause too much disturbance when you guys came down here, right?
I didn't come down here. I don't know how I got here.
Well, I know Rihanna's pretty stealthy, but Torsten, Haskard, like it was pretty low key, right?
Hey, Rusty. While
The
you're saying this,
laughter that erupts from Torsten's mouth.
while you're saying this, you are being shaken upside down by an angry Haskar.
Thanks, but I don't swing that way, man.
It's got to be in your coat. Where's your coat?
Go to hell.
As this is going on, can I walk up to Hasgar and bonus action cast Shillelagh and smack the shit out of his face?
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'll hit through his armor, but 22. Just whoop.
Just. He's holding Rusty by his ankles.
Wiggle check.
Sure, go for it.
If it did any damage, it did 13 points.
No, only 12.
And I'm looking at him as I'm holding up my hand that's not missing fingers. Not the time.
You know
I don't
what?
care what you're looking for.
Okay.
Hey, Torsten, what's he on about?
Okay. So you see him holding one ankle as he was about to shake you like a towel. He kind of sees Rihanna go, "Hi." And something clicks in one of his eyes and he starts shaking a little bit. And he just drops Rusty.
Son of a...
Where's the ball, Rusty?
Rusty's been with me. He
Do
didn't
you
take
have
your
it?
Oh,
ball.
you mean your white
No.
Dragon Ball?
Do you do it?
Your white Dragon Ball? Is that what
Do
you
you-
want? Is that what you want, boy?
This is what
Rusty's been with me. He doesn't have your ball.
I
Paula,
already I gave it to Levistus. I mean,
Rusty?
why not give a white Dragon Ball to the Lord of the Frozen Hells?
I bop you on the head with my staff. I don't hit you. I just, because I know I could kill you right now. No. Listen, we need to get out of here. And just so you know, Hasgar, that's my dad.
Are we just
go?
gonna leave him there?
Do you see what happened when I touched him?
Yeah, but it's just
We
ice.
need to find. No, it's not. That's a portal to hell. It's the portal I've been feeling for weeks. Oh, and by the way, Torsten, I need to have a talk with you about certain people that are here, but we need to get out of here because Paula has answers and I need them. And the high priestess, Laura, I'm pretty sure she's the one who did this. So we need to get out of here now.
Should
And
we-
Max is somewhere. Max is leading a revolt, so we gotta go find him.
Are
So
we getting
as-
your dad? Are we going
as-
to get your dad out?
I don't know
Riona
how.
and Torsten and Haskar and Rusty are all having this conversation. Scrack, can you roll a perception check for me?
24.
70
24.
guards.
So as you are looking at the ice and you're hearing them bickering and you're wondering about Riona's dad, the smell of blood hits you first. It's the only thing different, really. You're used to your friend's scent. You didn't smell much while you were down here, but you smell blood. And you hear and the rolling sound of a head.
I look over the direction of the sound.
You see Paula's head rolling to a stop.
Well, that can't be good.
Anybody see that?
You were
maybe-
looking for Paula.
Hey, baby, how's it going?
Wait, was that Paula's head that just said that?
No, it was Laura, the high priestess.
As she finishes descending the stairs with other figures behind, all moving in a very mechanical way. They begin spreading out in a horseshoe pattern. Not coming too close to you, staying on the outside of the statues. So it's almost a horseshoe within a horseshoe. I don't think she has too many more secrets or answers.
Well,
Hey,
she was a
baby.
useful tool. Should maybe we should talk about this in private?
A little late for that.
Hmm.
What are they doing here?
I came here to get what's mine.
She looks past you into the ice.
That old thing. You still want that?
What do you want? Maybe we can trade.
I have mostly what I want.
But there's still
Mostly.
something.
Someone.
What do you want?
Oh. Don't you know you're wanted, baby?
As she looks at Rusty.
Creepy.
Well, I'm here now. No need for the rest of them.
You said it, not me.
As the people that followed behind her, the bookkeepers, the librarians, the scholars, the magic users, some soldiers, they all move forward 3 steps, some pulling out swords, others igniting their hands with blue flame.
Tell me, how many pieces do you need me in? I step back towards Scrack. This owlbear has no love for me.
But you can't have him even in one piece.
Are we gonna play a game, Rusty?
No.
If you want to play chicken, I've seen what this guy can do to chickens.
Fine.
She looks back at Riona.
You want him?
The whole reason I'm here.
You can have him. But that little man right there, I don't need him. But he is requested.
By who?
Step in front of Rusty. Step towards her.
Okay. There's still a large area between you.
Mm-hmm.
As you step in front of Rusty, her eyes narrow a little bit as some of the forms frozen in a state of war begin cracking. Some pieces shattering but not falling, just moving. Separate from the body from whence it came apart, but still somehow in the right place. Rusty, you agreed to follow him.
Let them
You
go,
made the
and I go
pact.
willingly.
Where you think you're going, Rusty?
Doesn't matter.
I put a paw in front of Rusty.
Well, tell me about.
So I have your word.
He already has mine.
Do we still want the same thing, Rusty?
I want my friends to go free. All of my friends. Weed included.
Oh, yeah. She was set free a while back.
Getting bored.
I put my hand on Scrack. Just one moment. Scrack.
Easy,
Just a
big
moment.
fella.
Which you can feel heat emanating from my hand. Just anger. Rusty, you're making no deal. You've already made one already.
The deal's already been made.
You're
He's
not making
telling
a
the
deal with her.
truth. Oh, it's not with me. I'm simply a pawn. But I'm a pawn with power. She holds her hand back up. You can see as the people mechanically move to either side.
A pawn
see-
that wishes to be a queen.
Oh, I can't be the queen. But I could be a general. And then you see the statues start shaking loose and breaking away from the ground as they too begin to move side to side.
I step out behind Scrack and walk up to her. They go
Wrong
free.
way.
I don't let him. Just I grab your shoulder.
You have a destiny written long before you even found out that you had a gift. He plays chess, not checkers.
I'm more of a snakes and ladders guy myself, but
Yes, we've seen you naked, Rusty.
Womp womp.
But her smile fades as she points to the portal.
they go free. Your word?
My word?
In one piece?
I'm already in
If
pieces,
I
Rusty.
must.
I'm not
You
letting
have
you
a key.
go. Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to the portal.
Okay. So as you are walking over, she goes, "Don't forget the key." And she points downward at the head of Paula.
Pick up the head of Paula. Seems like a weird key, but
Rusty, I don't know
Rihanna.
what you're doing.
I step
Tor-
in front of Torsten. I step in front of Torsten.
you know how you're always helping others?
Yeah, buddy.
Love all you guys. And I touched the portal with Ted.
Okay. So as you touch the portal with the head, the blood instantly freezes in place. Crystals of ice begin working their way back. Riona, you can feel in the field journal a coldness, even from your haversack.
I don't pull it out. It's not going to stop it.
Hey, Haskar, I got your ball. And I go through.
As you go through,
I'm just standing there dumbfounded.
the ice does not stop you, does not prevent your movement in the least. It's as easy as walking through cold air. Haskar runs after you.
Where's my dad?
Still 20 feet up.
How do I get him down, you bitch? You got what you wanted.
Haskar takes his hammer and slams it against the ice, and the hammer sticks. He places a boot against the ice to pull it free. His boot sticks. Well, I did promise to let you go, but looks like flies on flypaper. I said he had the key. He is the key. But to get him down, it takes a little extra. We got the blood of the dryad.
I got you. I reach in the bag and I get the book out. I take out the shard. I walk up to the ice.
Okay.
What do I do? Not looking at her, just talking to her.
You can feel the pull of the shard. And as it releases itself from your hand, pulled towards the ice itself, the blood from your hand coats the shard. And as it places itself onto the ice turns to fog. Your father falls
I
20 feet.
catch him. Let him land on me.
Don't you say I do my best to help her catch him.
All right, with advantage, roll for acrobatics, please.
Even with the vantage, I got an 8. I'll take the full force. Just let him land on me. It's gonna hurt.
Well, with you and Torsten, and Haskar is under there as well.
Squish.
I'm not taking
Yeah.
my eyes off freaking crazy lady.
Okay. As he falls, he lands, and he's oddly quiet when he lands. He's very stiff. His eyes are still closed. His jaw is trying to work. But now that the ice is gone, you can see an entire different realm. There are cities built upon cities, built upon cities. There is no up, there is no down, left, or right. They are built on any surface in a cavern-like void. They're all in disrepair, disuse, ruin. But there is snow and ice all over. And a small figure of Rusty continuing to walk down a road.
How far away is he?
Rusty, have you been working your way all the way this whole time?
Yep.
Okay. I'd say good 120, 130 feet by now.
I yell out to him, Rusty, come back.
Things to do, people to see.
I said I'd let you go in one piece. I didn't say where I'd let you go. You're free to follow.
I look at her and I go, why am I not surprised?
I stand helping my dad stand.
He's bigger than you remember. But as you try to help him stand, he begins to try to wipe the frost away from his eyes and open them for the first time. And he starts looking around, realizes the portal is open, sees the issue at hand with all the people and monsters standing there. Baby, this I never meant for you.
It's fine.
No, it's not. This is fucked up.
This is not even as fucked up as I've seen lately. Now, quiet, and we're walking through the portal. I'm not letting go of you this time.
Laura goes, keep him safe. The gnome. Bye-bye.
I'll be back, bitch. You're now on the top of my list. I got what I wanted. Now I gotta find something else to want, and that's you. Torsten, come on. Scrack, this is the only way out. We gotta go this way. There's no going that way. I know you want to, buddy, but I can promise you in here, there'll be lots of demons for you to kill. I promise.
That I'm sure of.
I want to kill her.
I want to kill her too, buddy, but we're a little outnumbered and we're about to lose our gnome. You said it before, we have to be a group and we can't lose someone.
We'll be back.
I hope so.
Before I go through, I think through the necklace. Max, the portal's open. I got Dad. I'm sorry, but you're on your own. You keep my llama safe or I'll add you to my list like I just added Laura. And I walk through.
Okay.
I hope it works interdimensional, but I don't think it's going to.
but before walking through the portal behind everybody else, I look at Laura and I go, you really give the clergy a bad name. And I cast Fireball at them, at her specifically.
Nice.
That's a dexterity save of 16.
16. For her, she makes it. For them, not so much.
What do you say? It's a 20-foot ball of flame.
For them, not so much. So she sees it coming. You see her face go from self-assured, very placid, smiling, to eyes go wide, and she jumps back and turns away as she starts running up the stairs. She got a 19 plus her bonus, so I'm not
She
too worried
takes
about it.
half of 28, so 14 damage, and everybody else takes 28, and everything's on fire. And then I step.
Oh
through.
yeah. There are ice sculptures that were once alive that are just blown to bits. There are people screaming and casting spells left and right. Askar's like, screw this. He goes in behind you.
And I just mosey in through the thing.
So as you all walk through, the cold of the winter that you guys have known is nothing compared to this.
Sorry, I'm thinking of our poor little Viking who can't handle the cold.
Scrack himself begins to feel numb. Everyone who walks through is immediately cold to the core. Your father, he drops to his knees. Rusty, you are unaffected.
My nipples are a little bit hard.
I'm gonna go Dryad so that I'm a little cold resistant, so it helps a little, and I pick up my dad. Which is great because he just loves Dryad form, but I'm just like, whoop, I'm a little less cold.
So, as you are walking through, you see this landscape of all these buildings and city surrounding you for as far as the eye can travel. All broken, all frozen. Snowstorm biting at your faces. The cold sinking into your bones. Now you have to survive just the cold itself. And with that, we're going to leave it. And I'm going to go eat my dinner.
You didn't eat before?
Nope.
Yelling up at Rusty, you really didn't think we'd let you do this alone, right?
You guys are here? God.
So let's see.
All right. So next
When I
week.
said go to hell, I didn't mean literally.
I spent a little time trying to come up with some mid-journey illustrations of the cave that we were in.
All right. So we're signing out though.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I pasted them into the chat.
All right.
Awesome.
Love,
Thank you.
love your guys'
Bye, everybody.
See
faces.
ya.